home should be changed to in. Yeah, there you go. So there's our orthography lesson. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move right into our elocution lesson.
There were no speech teachers back in the day, so they would spend time practicing pronouncing words. One of the ways they did that was by practicing tongue twisters.
All right, class, if you would draw your attention to the back of the blackboard for our elocution lesson. We have a couple of elocution lessons, so one's on the board, one I'm going to read out loud here in a minute. So please, as I read each sentence, repeat after me. If two witches were watching two watches, which would watch which watch. There we go. So we're working on that W sound. So here's one more. So listen as I read carefully. A big black bug. Bit a big black bear. And the big black bear. Led blood. Good. Again, we're working on that D sound. So that is our elocution lesson. It's now time to go to lunch. If you would please open up your lunch sacks or pails and open up what you have and pull out the side and hold it up.
There were no warm lunchrooms for them in those days. They would always just bring what they could from home. One of the most common fares was bread and butter sandwiches, hard-boiled eggs, dried or beef jerky, and then just fruits and vegetables that were in season from their gardens or their farms.
All right, class, that's all. That's our lunch time. If you would please start putting your lunches back in your lunch sacks. And while we're doing so, for my young lady sitting up here and the young lady behind her, just for future reference, the food is for chewing, not throwing at the young men. And while we're at it, sir, talking about chewing food, the only thing that should be chewed in my classroom during lunchtime is food, not the tobacco I'm sure you stole off your father. And while we're also at it, gentlemen, in the next to the last row, yes, all three of y'all, the young lady's hair is not to be dipped in the inkwell. So all three of you can see me along with the two siblings after school, and you can receive your pattern. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move into our last few lessons of the day, and that is arithmetic. So please get your blackboard and chalk pieces ready. So, as we're doing this, write on your blackboard, write how we get it, and the answer. We've been working on our basic arithmetic, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, so I've got some application type problems, so listen carefully as I read them aloud. If one apple costs 3 cents, how much will 5 apples cost? So, if one apple costs 3 cents, how much will 5 apples cost? So, try to write it out on your blackboard, and when you think you have the answer, hold it up. Okay, how did we get that? And what is the answer? And that gets you 15 cents. There we go. So 3 times 5. So one apple costs 3 cents. If we have 5 of them, that costs 15 cents. 3 times 5. So here we go. One more. So listen carefully. Listen carefully. If a ship sails 6 miles an hour, how many miles will it travel in 7 hours? If a ship sails 6 miles an hour, how far will it travel in 7 hours? What's the answer, sir?
42 miles.
Now we get that.
I did 7 times 6.
There we go. Very good. All right, there's our arithmetic lesson. So, moving right into our last lesson of the day, and that is our spelling part, and that's still with the blackboard and the chalk, and we're also going to work on penmanship. So I'm going to call out a word. You're going to write it as quickly as you possibly can. Hold it up. It's a race, and we're going to go that way. So we're going to have time for a couple of words. So the first word is school. Very good. Okay. All right, very good, very good. I think some of us want to stay after school and work on penmanship exercises. All right, last word. challenging one since it's orthography. Okay, I think we're definitely going to stay after school and work on it. But you're going to be staying after school anyway, to get your bathroom. All right, very good. So as we close out, again, erase your blackboards real quick and start getting ready to go.
As you heard today,